The only thing I worry about is that some total unknown that nobody ever heard of comes along.
What it do, Yangsters? Welcome to Unartificial Intelligence. It's YangGang Day, and I decided that in honor of YangGang Day, what I'm going to start doing is each week, I'm going to do a State of the YangGang. Talk about events that happened during the week, and also go ahead and introduce one of Andrew Yang's many policies. Reason I want to do this is because a lot of the general public, they've heard about Andrew Yang's universal basic income, the freedom dividend. But many people think that's the only policy he has, not realizing that Andrew Yang has over 150 policy proposals. I don't know if I'll hit all 150, but I think it would be cool for us to, briefly touch on one or the other policies. So what happened this week? On Monday, there was this great YangGang rally. I haven't seen the estimates for the numbers. All I can see are thousands attended. But many of us watched the rally live, and epic.
Yang does beat Trump, Los Angeles. It's like a game of rock, paper, scissors. And if Donald Trump's the scissors, I'm the fucking rock.
So along with the rally, it was also reported again that Andrew Yang's campaign raised $10 million in Q3. That's 3.5 times the amount he raised in Q2. And again, along with the money that he raised, he was again forgotten by MSNBC and CNN. So apparently the Yang media blackout is still a thing. Now, MSNBC did go on to state that they had just received the numbers just as they posted the graphic. So they've gone ahead and made a formal apology. But CNN was posted well after the numbers were public. So they don't have an excuse. Again, they're just trying to stifle the campaign. Why is it always Andrew Yang that gets forgotten? Every graphic, every mention of the debates, of the race, of the presidential standings. Yang is 6th, 5th, and even 4th place in some of these polls. And yet, they'll mention every other candidate except for Yang. Those of us in the YangGang are already aware of this. We're used to the media blackout. All we can do is continue to make our presence heard here on the internet. So this week, for our first Yang policy, I wanted to talk a little bit about human-centered capitalism. This is the policy that, as Yang discussed it, really drew me into the campaign. And this is what actually sold me on Andrew Yang more than any of his other policies. Yang's campaigning on the idea that we need to change the way we view the market. According to Yang's website, the tenets of human-centered capitalism state 3 things. Humans are more important than money. The unit of human capitalism economy is each person, not each dollar. And markets exist to serve our common goals and values. The idea here is not to do away with capitalism. A lot of great innovation has come from capitalism. In fact, we've reduced a large number of the global poverty due to capitalism. The problem is, as technology grows, capitalism continues to, in its current state, continues to leave people behind. See, the idea of people being inputs to a capitalist market, it's great when the labor force is built by humans. As we begin to automate away more jobs, as the meaning of work and physical labor begins to decline, the meaning of capitalism, as it is now, only serves to move away from people, because all we're prioritizing is profits. The only thing we're measuring is how much money we're making. As Andrew Yang has stated, his common example is the trucking industry. We're planning to automate away millions of trucking jobs to these self-driving trucks. It's great for capitalism, it's great for the GDP, because you're saving approximately $1.6 billion on truck driving by automating it to, self-driving trucks rather than human truck drivers. But what this doesn't take into account is that you just cut millions of jobs, and that doesn't even take into consideration the millions of people in these truck driving towns, near truck stops, restaurants, hotels that are serving the truck driving industry. This doesn't take into fact any of the other jobs that are going to be automated away due to automation. Automation is not a bad thing. And that's one thing I can't stress enough here on this channel, that automation is the way forward. However, we need to take a different look at what our economy means. Andrew Yang has stated, mental health levels are decreasing. We have suicides increasing, drug overdoses increasing. Our life expectancy as a country has dropped for 3 years in a row. Even though GDP is rising. So our economy is getting better. But our mental state isn't. Our health is not getting better. And that's one of the problems with the current capitalist system that we have. So Yang's idea of proposing human-centered capitalism is that humans are the center of the economy, not the dollar bill. The dollars exist to serve the humans. And it's a change in mindset. It's a change in measurement. Measuring these things such as health, mental health, measuring overdoses and suicides, measuring clean air, measuring things such as the poisoned water in Flint, Michigan. Under our current measurement of the economy, it would require too much money to repair the water there. So though we say we need to repair it, nobody actually wants to put effort into repairing it because there's no incentive for it. The idea of human-centered capitalism is to begin incentivizing these ideas so that it's not just about dollars. It's about improving our health and well-being. It's about helping the community. And then you can tie economic incentives for businesses to how well they assisted their community. Can they decrease the homeless population? Can they decrease obesity in the country? Can they improve mental health rates within their society, within their local community? These are different things that you can begin to incentivize once you change the measurements. And businesses have been doing this within their own, sub-economies for a while. Within a business, they begin to measure, employee health and well-being as a measure of how well the business is doing. How highly do the employees think of the business? A lot of the major companies now have ways to rate how their employees are doing, how their employees are feeling. Rating the workplace. more than just how much money are they making. So if businesses are already doing this, why can't we do this as a country? That's the idea of human-centered capitalism. And that, I think, sets the stage for all the other policy proposals that Yang has in place. Is this by itself going to change the trajectory we're heading? No. But it opens the door to more ideas. And that's how I view a lot of Yang's policies. I don't see all of his policies as the end-all be-all to fix our country and get our country heading in the right direction. But they're talking points that we need to be discussing. We can't keep discussing all these age-old ideas of bringing back coal jobs, bringing back, manufacturing jobs. For example, Trump talked about bringing back millions of manufacturing jobs. He talked about one company in particular. He talked about bringing back to Michigan to continue manufacturing there. Well, he gave them a big tax cut to come back to Michigan, and they came back. Well, you know what they did? They invested that tax cut that was given to them into increasing automation, which is what kept them in Michigan. They didn't use that to hire more people. So we didn't really save American jobs. We brought back manufacturing, but we didn't save American jobs. Again, we gotta change the way we think about things, because automation's coming. It's not just coming, it's already here. The world is already changing. No, my channel isn't all about Andrew Yang, but these are part of the topics that I want to communicate. I say we need to evolve as a society. And it's time to start thinking outside the box. And that's why I'm in support of the ideas that Andrew Yang proposes. He's thinking outside the box. He's proposing new ideas. Are there better ideas that can be born of this? Maybe. But the point is we need to get the conversation rolling. As far as things go, that's all I've got for this episode. Just wanted to show a little bit of YangGang love, But I think I'm going to continue this. A quick weekly update about the state of YangGang and a quick YangGang policy. This was a little longer than the quick bits I want to do, but it's the topic that I feel is important to me. If you have an idea for what you want to see for the next topic I discuss, go ahead and comment down below. Or if you're watching from Twitter, leave a comment on this post. If you like this idea, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give this video a thumbs up. All in all, we'll catch you in the next video, but welcome to Unartificial Intelligence.